Hard, I could never play so. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss? Let me find out my team.
All right, Coach, from the home of the Bills since 1973, there's a look at New Era Field just outside of Buffalo, New York. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Bro, I've won at least 3 challenges, and it still gave them, like, the catch or the ball or whatever. It was like I'd be like, yo, it's a call of return. Bad. But they still get the ball. Yeah.
Now a handoff here to his running back.
It's like, wait, what?
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Throwing, Cousins. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On play action, Cousins. This is intercepted.
See, told you. And then my quarterback stood there. I threw the ball and they made me stand there.
Score, touchdown, Buffalo.
Like, nope.
It was third
nope.
down defensively.
Just
they were
threw
just
the ball
hoping
right
to make
to
a
you.
play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
And they gave him a dive like a lunging catch.
They
like
put the ball in the end zone.
Fully extended.
That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Yep.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, whatever, bro. Like,
so they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
but if you use it, I wouldn't have been upset. Like, the computer gave you that. Like, all good. I'm used to it, bro.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
It's just me and you. Hey, wahoo!
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback.
Yep, yeah, he did.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
From the 31, Cousins is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, and it's 3rd and short.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
My thing is, why did the guard, who had nobody with his head, go the way he went? Like, and I shifted the line.
There,
if you looked at my,
that's all
like,
they needed to keep the drive going.
Happens
so they'll
all
come
the time. I shift the line.
From the
it doesn't
33.
matter. It doesn't matter. Nah, I don't. Like, if they don't want to do some shit, they're not gonna do it. Nah, it's supposed to. Yeah, it's supposed to.
Play action now. Cousins. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Cousins. And that is incomplete.
No, I wasn't going to let you get to that, bro.
Brings up 2nd down.
I used her.
Well,
there was no way I was going to get to that ball before.
We know that wherever he goes, he's going to draw a big-time crowd.
Throws into double coverage there. And, look, that's something that he's going to have to deal with a lot in this game, I'm sure.
Yeah, they were lucky to get away with that one where it just fell incomplete. But they're going to count on him to uncover latent routes and make some difficult catches.
On 2nd and 10, Cousins. And he slings one
to
that's
throw that away.
incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Yellow, yellow, yellow. Coming this way, here we go.
They'll throw again. Cousins. He's going to let him go deep for Parker.
Oh,
incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 20.
Oh,
and nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and
my
incomplete.
superstar linebacker can't make that play.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down? The offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Watch the curl, watch the curl.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. The tally there, minus 2 yards. Brings up 3rd down. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Here's Allen to throw it. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. That's caught at the 25.
That's my bad. That was my fault.
All the way home for a Bills touchdown. Braxton Berrios, 82 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Well, early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number is correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does.
Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays.
Bro.
Down 2 touchdowns early, probably
regular
not very
ass
deep into their
balling
script.
on my
I think that they'll
superstar,
stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Cousins. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
And I'm using it. It won't let me make me like, nah, bro, I want you to go out of bounds. Like, I want you to go out of bounds.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you've got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
On third down, Cousins. That's caught by Parker. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
So did I, though. That's why I cut in front of you.
Looking left side, and he's got a man.
There's no way you're going to catch him. Like
20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
You ain't doing nothing today. Flare.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Got him.
He'll be stopped short of the 25. The nice move couldn't free him. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
First down, Dolphins. Switch up. Yo. 41. We got to wedge that. Switch.
A first down throw for Cousins. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear. But it's pride.
Imagine two got tied up with each other.
Okay. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
Bills 14, Dolphins 7.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. throwing now is Allen. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And got his man complete. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Oh, boy.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something
the ball.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo
And then why did it take so long
touchdown.
for me to turn around, bro? But that's fine. You snap the ball and I'm trying to move
his
position.
6th touchdown of the season.
And it made me keep running forward. I push up and I'm like, oh, wait. How the fuck can I not catch that tight end, bro?
PAT. It's
But if he has any
it is
speed,
now 21-7.
I might have like
Following
89,
the
so
touchdown,
I ain't mad about
Badgley
that.
out there to kick it away.
It won't happen again.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
So he can jump my swing route and my foot.
Yeah. And they have the football and will set up shop at the
I know, but what I'm saying, bro,
line.
you're not. I don't care who you are. No linebacker that fucking fast.
That's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again,
how you ran forward, like I couldn't do, like
and
catch your tight
in
end.
the right position to make the play and get
It
his
didn't give you
guys
that
the football
animation,
back.
like, but I understand, whatever.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. So after the INT, it's Allen. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And
But my
that is
superstar safety,
incomplete.
once again, I can't catch shit.
Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in his first half. The second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process.
I did,
right? You
but
got a
he
guy
could.
who's already
Dog,
scored
he can't.
one, right?
He
You want to go
can't
back
stay in
to
zone
him,
for shit.
continue the hot hand,
I don't
and
understand.
make them adjust to you defensively.
Hooker and
I like what they were
Colbert.
trying to get done, even though
That's
they
what I was
weren't
saying.
successful.
Like, yeah. But no, yeah. I used him and got him superstar. Like,
Allen will try again on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight.
Oh, they get to the football.
Perfect
it's
user,
blocked.
baby.
It's
No,
picked
sir,
up
that was
alive.
all user.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. 20, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown.
like
Miami.
anytime you get perfect timing,
And for the
it makes you
score,
let it keep.
as his guys are back within a single score. We talk about it a lot. One of the dangers of the long field goal, you got to kind of hit it low and drive it. That makes it susceptible to a block here. Not only do they block it, they return it.
And how about how well they did on the return, where they didn't create a penalty? Oftentimes in that type of a scrambling situation, someone will clip, someone will block below the waist, right? You name it. In this case, though, that didn't happen. They formed it up, and he took it all the way back for a touchdown.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To the air, Allen. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
3 down.
Allen now on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now a handoff looking right. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Let's go, D. 51 the mic, boy.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. Going deep here for Parker. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, standing just outside his own goal line. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Maybe they'll give me
in without a ton of pressure in his face. It just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
You're right.
And here's Allen throwing again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, They'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Alert, alert, alert. Right there in the middle.
Allen to throw once more.
Bro, why is
Open man, it's Foster.
Where's my
And
corner
he's
going?
got another
Why is
first
he so?
down as he's brought down
Look
at
where
the
he's running. Look at him like, nah.
26.
Where are you going, bro?
And now with that completion, he's
Oh,
north
my
of
God.
200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Allen now over 200 yards already in this first half. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Allen.
The route.
And he'll complete this one to
Come on,
Berrios.
Sante.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Nope.
Badgley able to knock this one through, and that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time
And they won't let me move. And then my fullback. Oh, my God.
This will be taken short. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down at about the 15.
Oh, okay. All right.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity.
Why wouldn't I drop the ball? Catch the ball. Why wouldn't I drop it when I fucking hit the ball in possession?
Analytics will tell you.
Let's go.
Try and score when given the opportunity.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing his Cousins.
Oh,
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
You know, easy. 41's the mic. 41's the mic. Check 41. Hey, Haywood. Set the tone, D. Zebra. Hey, 41's mic. 41's mic. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day out there.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free.
He didn't hit the ball, though. He didn't touch it. I don't care. Ball hits in the hands, got to catch it, bro. Like,
so he's on to punt
I'm
it
holding
away.
X. I went, trying to do a user run out the pitch or whatever. Catch the fucking ball, man.
Go. Let's go.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way. I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Allen now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. From midfield, here's Allen. Got a man, it's Barrios complete. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Throwing again. Allen. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And the Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. The secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back. But that's one step in the proper direction.
Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will it be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Final play of the half, Cousins. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Even though I'm blitzing and how did I fall for it?
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk.
You already juked. How did I fall for it?
19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
Whatever.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Allen now on first down. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 48.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And to give this time to the tailback. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
The short yardage man, it's Coleman. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now Allen. This one left side caught by Barrios.
All right.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Allen now looks to throw.
Oh, but I can't take
it. It's incomplete.
Bro.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just
he ran into the other dude.
See ball,
whatever.
knock ball away, turned into a nice play.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Allen. And that is incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Made me switch.
Badgley's kick is good. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch that in. Watch that in. Hey, 382, let's 50.
Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Balaj. And same result. He's going to take this just to the line of scrimmage before running into a brick wall. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Hey, 4-1 Mike. 4-1 Mike. Let's make these babies proud all the way back home, yo.
From the gun, here's Cousins. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well,
bro, that's 4 fucking passes right in the fucking hands, man. This is bullshit.
And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd
Nobody
quarter.
catch the
Here's
fucking
Pat
ball,
O'Donnell
man.
now. He's been terrific so far. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
I don't care. I'm just saying. Your player, you can't feel me this game. Your player's catching the fucking ball. That's
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next
they're doing
drive.
it. Mine aren't.
They're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
I got you. I got you.
To throw, it's Allen. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now.
Another ball drop.
Work he's getting.
You're not knocking the ball down.
More there on 1st down, but this
he did not touch that ball.
Incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Now they try the right side here. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Cousins.
And
he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
My 97 speed fucking receiver, your guy.
He will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
Drake Stroman's at 91 speed,
so
bro.
Now he's equaled his interception total from a week
I'm
ago.
throwing to him to lead the ball, but how you going to outrun me, bro? You took off, you were even with me.
To take that number down, told the guys on
I
the
don't
team,
care.
don't worry,
Your
things are
fucking
gonna pick up.
91
I've
speed
got
outran
this.
my
But
97
he's in a
speed. I don't
major
give a
league
fuck.
rut right
I don't
now.
care if he threw the ball
Let's
to
see
the
if his
moon.
teammates can
That
pick
doesn't
him up
justify your
along the
91
way.
You're right. He
speed
talked about
DB
being
outrunning
cool,
my
calm,
97
collective
speed
rebounding.
guy.
Not
I don't care.
rebounding right here.
They were even, so it should have been a bad. It was a bad throw. Okay.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen.
And
this will be
I can't come back to the ball.
Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
And
a second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
he probably can't catch. I don't know what his catching is.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen, escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Now the second-year kicker, Michael Badgley. He hit from 59 as a rookie. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt.
Okay.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
Finally.
He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Back now in Buffalo. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Hey, 4-1 Mike, 4-1 Mike. It's been a long day for you.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That's
Bro,
complete to his tight end, Mike
it was that
Gesicki.
release pass that he would never release. I tapped it twice before he
Losing
fucking released,
yardage
man.
back near the
Then it made me
40
throw
at
the
the
ball.
39.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
2K can't next year. Next year it expires. The end of next year. So this upcoming next game has got to be.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins.
Oh, but look, your
Passes
fucking
intercepted
DBs.
for the 4th time today. A.J. Boye with a pick. And a big turnover there.
Bro,
His guys will
almost
get the
3
football
yards
back.
underthrow.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not
I don't care.
completely
He caught the
calculated
ball.
correctly.
Like, that's what I'm
7
talking
picks
about.
between
Your DB
last
caught
week
it.
and this week
Mine
after
had
that
it.
one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Bills on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Returnable for Grant. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being...
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year as they are able to cut into that lead. Well, they had done a really nice job on him through 3 quarters plus, but you just had that feeling eventually he was going to get loose.
And this is why coaches always preach that it's a 4-quarter game, right? It gets trite for us. It gets trite for the fans. This is exactly what they're talking about. What you did before was terrific, but will it stand up if you start giving up big plays as we saw there?
Let's go. Let's do it.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Allen. He'll let it go deep for Foster.
Good play. Good play.
Inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Robert Foster, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility. Look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Yeah.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this all? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Wow.
And not a whole lot to speak of there, so bring him down shy of the 20. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Third and long for Cousins. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Oh.
And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
41 Mike. 41 Mike. Hey, D-line, left leg. 41's the Mike. 41's the Mike. Gun. Just like that. Just like that. 41 Mike. 41 Mike. Right here. 41 Mike.
Now Cousins on 4th down.
Bro.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
He just cut in front of him, but my thing is, whatever, man. Look at that throw. It doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the Dolphins.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Now a handoff looking right. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. So the shotgun snap to Allen.
Good ball.
This is
Good
caught
catch.
for a Bills touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
Asante Samuel. That's what I'm saying. I got fucking crazy.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And
I'm surprised he didn't catch that. That's what happens. That's what's down the whole game. They start catching bullshit.
Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
On second down, Cousins again. Now a desperation throw. He's got a man, complete. That one good for 37 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage.
A little rat.
But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Dog got
After the
bad.
incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's get off the field. 41's the mic. 41's the mic. Here we go.
Cousins again.
Oh,
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. He's going to let it fly. And now here's another interception. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
some perfect way to sum up the game. Perfect way. Every fucking break. Yep.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
Good game.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points.
That looks nothing like
moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator,
now,
you just don't think you can do
anybody have a big
wrong.
head looking like
run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bills.
You too.
Straight losses, and they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Miami, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Trying to get his stuff unlocked. Not yet, man. Goodness gracious. I'm about to play him every snap, I guess.
I'm in the whip, I'm in the rest, I never sweat. Call the rest, all in the rest. Watch out flip, watch out whip. I'm in the whip, all in the rest. I never sweat. Ice in the rest. I get the money, but I never switch. They say you switch, you won't get it.